Okay, hi guys. Today I'm doing a book build on the last 13 series, but mostly on the last one, which is book 1 because it goes from 13 to 1. So, yes. And today I have built 3 things to help show and talk about the series. Whoops. Yeah. I'm just going to fly over there and the last 13 series, yeah, there's 13 books in the series, and it's about people called dreamers who have special dreams that can tell them about the future, and sometimes they can manipulate the future. And it's about the dreamers, and there's 13 special dreamers who will find gears, which will help them build the Baku machine, which will lead them to the dream gate, which can enable them to control everybody's dreams. And so each of the last each person in the last 13 series finds a gear, and sometimes it's special, like a frame for the Baku machine or a key for it. And so Sam is the protagonist, and the antagonist is Solaris. And he has a special suit that helps him to do lots of stuff, like shoot fire from his hands, and I think he can swim and breathe underwater with it, and it enables him to go into people's dreams and interact with them in their dreams. So he's pretty scary and powerful. Um, Especially because Sam's greatest fear is fire, and he launches fire from his hands. Yeah. And so he is pretty awesome, even though he's evil. And then in here, we're going to go into the laboratory and go through the laser gate. And then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom laboratory area. And I built this little room that talks about the last 13. It's called the last 13 room. So original. Anyways, and so it says the last 13 books and who the dreamer that is in the book and where they're from. So it starts out with book 13. It's Sam. He's from Vancouver, Canada. Book 12, there's Gabriella from Italy. She's a pop star, an Italian pop star. Yeah. Book 11, Xavier from Vancouver, Canada. He and Sam were best friends. Well, not best friends, but they knew each other in school. And book 10 is Zara from France. Book 9 is Rafa from Brazil. Book 8 is Maria from Cuba. Book 7 is Cody from Arizona. Book 6 is Ariana from Russia. Book 5 is Izzy from Japan. I don't know how you say that. Book 4 is Po from Cambodia. Book 3 is Ava, and it doesn't say where she's from, or I just couldn't find it. But she found her gear in Australia. And book 2 is Alex. He found his gear in Antarctica. And I don't want to spoil the last one, but he found his gear in Egypt. And Ava and Alex, they were kidnapped by these people called the Enterprise, who aren't really evil, but they're not good either. Anyways, they were captured by the Enterprise because the Enterprise also wanted to get to the Dream Gate, and they also captured Sam, and so that's how he knew them. Yeah, and we're going to head over here and go back up to the surface and check out the last of the things I built. So we're gonna go out. What? Okay. That glitched out, so I'm just gonna. Yeah. Okay. Let's close that and fix it later. And for the last thing, hold on. I hate caps locks. Okay, weather clear. There we go. And so this is the Dreamgate's final form. When they find it, it starts out as like an island of sand in this dried up riverbank, and the Baku machine leads them here, and it just looks like this. And so imagine there's sand around it, and then they put in Sam's gear, which is a key, into here, and then they rotate it, and this thing comes out. And then, except it doesn't have the water spouts or anything. And then they go up and they stick the key into here, and all these other pillars come out. They're labeled 1 to 13, and the each of the it goes from order of Sam is the 13th one, and then it goes all the way down like Gabriella. I forgot who comes next. Yeah. Anyways, and so they all put their gears in, and then the water starts flowing out, and whoever puts in the key and then can manipulate the dreamscape, which is like the dreams everybody has, but it's also in waking and when they're awake too. And so yeah, it Solaris does it, and so it turns out that everything turns into like a nightmare world and everybody is living their worst fears. So like for Sam everything is on fire and it's really scary. But they save the day. I'm not going to tell you how exactly. But the water starts flooding the area, and so they have to escape down this tunnel. And then they find treasure and Egyptian relics and stuff. And then they come out and whoops, yeah. And they come out and they save the day. And the last 13 series is a pretty good series. I wouldn't read it over again. It's not that great, but a lot of the books are repetitive, but I liked each individual one. Like, each had something kind of unique about it, even though some were kind of the same storyline. And I would give it three, 3 or 4 stars, maybe 3.5, because, yeah, that's just what I would give it. And I think that's all. So, bye.